Hey, what is up, traders? This is Stan Gluzman here with 7 Points Capital, bringing to you today's trader takeaways. So I took a short break from doing the takeaways, but I'm back in action. Let's take a look at SPY. We have a pretty choppy day. I mean, we uptrended in the morning and then we kind of went sideways. The stock in play today was definitely Tesla. Everybody's watching this, everybody's trading it. We have a really sick range on the stock. Out of the gate, we pushed up. So this is what I've noticed. Whenever everybody is piling in short, everybody is short biased. All I'm seeing on CNBC and everybody's talking about how they want to short Tesla. That's when it pops. It didn't uptrend, but that was enough for me to take a short here near the pre-market highs, or aftermarket. Yesterday aftermarket, today's pre-market highs. Take a short at 277 when we stalled out and added 275s and then covered near the support. So I was pretty much scalping this all day. This ended up being my top or second best stock on the day, just scalping off of significant levels. So we had a level here, it's 270 and 269. Looks like 270 held a couple times where I was just scalping it for a point or two, and then the big one, 269 here, I was buying these dips near 269, and here 269.50s when the big bids would come in at 269.50 and catching these big rips. The big short was at 267 right here. So I was still buying dips here as long as 267 was holding. So I bought it once, two times, sold it three times, and then the fourth time we started dropping into 267. The huge bid started getting taken out, and we joined the trend, shorted 267s and a little bit below 267, added a little bit, pretty big position, and then scaled out into the big drop. So this was a pretty nice trade. 265 had a huge bid. I actually covered everything before that 265 bid, and I got long a little bit for the bounce to retest 267 and a halves, this resistance here. Unfortunately, I had a stop, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get the short, so I missed this big move. But a pretty big buyer came in at the close and then started pushing it up, so I had a few scalps, but pretty much break even because it looks like Christmas right here. Every other candle is different color. So really enjoying the range on Tesla. Definitely going to be watching it on Monday. The next stock, my best stock on the day is GERN. It was also my best stock yesterday. It's one of those big quote SSR names that printing crap load of shares in a dark pool, and if you get on the right side, you can catch a big move like this, a big drop. Yesterday I missed a drop, but I got long here, pretty much dead bottom, and was adding on the way up and then scaling out into the close. So this was a fat trade. And then today in the morning had a few pretty big trades where I think I missed the first one, but got in right here, and then got in right here for the big drop, and then got a couple of small longs, and got a small short right here, and pretty much avoided the chop for the most part. So those two are really good today. We had Facebook on the news, something about security breach, and everybody's affected, so we dropped. I didn't want to chase it. I saw it somewhere here. I didn't want to chase it, but had a nice long in here and sold it into this resistance and left it alone. The next one was IGC. This one was in play for sure. So this is really interesting. There's really interesting price action going on here. I'm flat on the stock. I think I'm actually maybe down a little bit. So basically I'm flat on the stock, but what I've noticed is over the past couple of days, somebody is controlling these names. So IGC today pops, fades into the lows here, and then each pop is lower and it looks like it's downtrending, and then we're starting to get wicked out towards the high of the day, and it looks like we're rejecting, but we're holding a trend line like pretty steadily, and then we're breaking out. And same thing happened on ACHV yesterday, where we were right here. We were holding this line right here. We were holding this trend line right here. Somebody was buying and then pushing it up, and then somebody was buying, pushing it up, and then they start selling. They pick a price. I don't know based on what, but they pick a price and they just hold it like a wall right here. That's what they did here. That's what they did on IGC today. A and Y was a couple days ago. Let me remove these drawings. A and Y was kind of the same thing, where it would pop, reject, pop, reject, pop, reject, consolidate. Looks like backside. We're about to roll over, and then they soak it up, and then they rip it up, and then they sell into these into the 70s right here, and then it fades. So today, let's see. Yeah, so today they sold. I guess they sold in here. I took a loss. I was scaling in on these pops. I was being very patient with entries, but I was just holding it short, and I got stopped out right here. So pretty small loss on. Had decent size. It was a decent loss, but the risk reward made sense for me. Although I got a little stubborn, I could see the buyer on the tape. I was just hoping that that wall would hold. Whoever's selling would just hold it down. I got the loss back, shorted in here. I thought this wall right here, like ACHV yesterday, there's a wall there. So same thing here, shorted, and then I covered some here, covered the rest right here, and I pretty much left it alone until the end of the day. Had a really nice short off of $6 right here. Was up pretty huge here. Only covered a little bit and then re-added, and I got stopped out. So that was a break-even trade. It's a little bit upsetting that I let it come all the way back on me. Didn't get stopped out. Should have probably gotten stopped out here, but you know, in hindsight, obviously. I was hoping for a big drop like SYN today. I was hoping for something like this, where it cracks a level, cracks a 660, and then look at that, closes at the lows 250. No reason to get out. Never broke, never made it a new high. This one was beautiful. Anyway, these are my takeaways. Hope everybody stayed safe with all this manipulation going on, and have a good weekend. Let me know if you have any questions at Trader. Thank you for watching. Later.